Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Monday, August 29th, 2022. Welcome to day 587. The Justice Department identified a limited set of documents seized from Mar-a-Lago that are potentially covered by attorney-client privilege. The disclosure that a DOJ filter team had completed its review of documents taken from Mar-a-Lago came as Trump's lawyers pressed a federal judge 2 weeks after the August 8th search to appoint a special master to review the documents. The filter team is separate from the team involved in the criminal investigation and is, quote, in the process of following the procedures, end quote, which were spelled out in the search warrant regarding how to handle any privilege disputes. Meanwhile, a heavily redacted copy of the FBI affidavit used to justify the search of Mar-a-Lago revealed that 14 of the 15 boxes that Trump returned in January contained 184 documents with classification markings, including 25 that were marked top secret, 92 marked secret, and 67 marked confidential. Several of the documents contained Trump's handwritten notes. Some were related to the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court and were not meant to be shared with foreign nations, and others referred to the systems used to protect intelligence gathered from secret human sources. The National Archives referred the matter to the DOJ on February 9th after finding what they described as, quote, a lot of classified records, end quote. The Justice Department wrote in its request for the search that there is, quote, probable cause to believe that evidence of obstruction will be found, end quote, at Trump's house. The U.S. intelligence community, meanwhile, will conduct a damage assessment of the possible risks to national security stemming from Trump's handling of the top-secret documents stored at Mar-a-Lago. In a letter to the House Intelligence and Oversight Committees, Avril Haines, the Director of National Intelligence, informed the lawmakers that her office would lead an assessment of the potential risk to national security that would result from the disclosure of the relevant documents. Haines added that the DNI and DOJ are working together to, quote, facilitate a classification review of relevant materials, including those recovered during the search, end quote. Moving on, a judge ruled that Georgia Governor Brian Kemp must testify to the grand jury investigating Trump's effort to overturn the 2020 election. Judge Robert McBurney, however, agreed to delay that testimony until after the November 8th election. Kemp is running for re-election against Democrat Stacey Abrams. And finally, the Biden administration will end its free at-home COVID test program this week due to a lack of funding. Officials said they want to preserve supply ahead of an anticipated fall surge in cases. And in the polls, CBS News says 55% of voters approve of the Inflation Reduction Act, while 45% disapprove. 54% approve of student loan debt relief, while 46% disapprove. 538 says Democrats have a 67% chance of winning the Senate, up from about 40% on June 1st. Republicans, meanwhile, have a 77% chance of winning the House in the midterm elections, down from 86% on June 1st. And Gallup says 44% of Americans approve of the job Joe Biden is doing as president, up 6 percentage points since July. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.